Hi, we're here with Harold from Bordeaux, from Saint Emilien, and you're from Chateau le Puy. How do you pronounce that?
Chateau le Puy.
Chateau le Puy. Du Puy. I'm not French.
Bonjour.
But we are tasting the 2014 and the 1970 Chateau le Puy. And the thing with this wine is it's the exact same blend every year. They don't have a second wine, so all the wine goes into the same bottle. And they are one of the only natural wine producers in Bordeaux, which makes it sort of special. What is it about wine? You mentioned for lunch there were sort of four things that are the responsibilities of a wine.
Sure. Yeah. It's just the fourth thing we think about when we are making our wines. The first element of this is the wine is a beverage. It was food before and a beverage, still food today. But first of all, it's a beverage, and beverage needs to be thirst quenching. So our wine needs to be thirst quenching. First element. The second element is wine needs to be digested. Because we consider wine as an element that's going to emphasize the cooking. The day-to-day cooking or the most refined cooking, whatever. Is there an element to emphasize? So it needs to be digested. And your body needs to feel the natural element, the natural molecule of the ground, molecules that are comfort, molecules that are create happiness in your body.
And you believe a natural wine makes you feel good when you have it inside.
We consider ourselves as happiness maker, not wine maker. You know? And the whole purpose of our job is to get these comfortable molecules that create happiness when you open the bottle. So digest, and I would say, as I explained previously, the wine needs to elevate the food and not dominate the food. And finally, wine is food. In these glasses of wine, you've got your dose of minerals, you've got your dose of vitamins. Not so long ago, 50% of the diet of a Frenchman was wine and bread. The bread would provide the sugar, the slow sugar, and the wine, the minerals and the vitamins that you need. So it's food. Bon appétit, Caroline.
Bon appetit. So this is the 14 we're tasting. It's amazing. On the nose, I always get, I was just talking about this, a
toasty.
Toasty. You call it toasty nut. I get very specifically sesame seed, as well as this is, Bordeaux blend that's mainly Merlot.
It is.
75, 85% Merlot.
85% Merlot.
So you're getting the dark chocolate and the black cherry, which is there, but also to me the beautiful toasted sesame seed.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Thank you.
The texture is what grabs me because it's Merlot is often thought of as very smooth, almost flabby wine. But this is not. This has depth. It has power, but it also has velvety tannins. It's got the grip you want.
But wine is energy. And you feel this energy. It's vibrant in your mouth here. There's two elements here. As I said, the vine stalk gets elements from the ground, may get most of these nutrients or energy from the sun. So wine is energy, and you need to feel this when you drink it. Yeah. The texture, the tannins you're talking about is more our touch. It's because we run our own fermentation process that is not like any producer. We infuse, as I said to you previously, we don't make wine, we make tea in some way, because we infuse to get these delicate tannins is more integrative. I'm not going to say velvety. Every winemaker will tell you they've got velvet tannins. They're just more integrative. Because we don't interfere with Mother Nature with this process, that allows us to integrate delicately tannins from the leaves and the seed.
So it's that, it's one of those things with wine I always come up against where language we fall short because we don't have the words to describe what we're talking about. Tannins, integrity, purity of fruit, these are allusions that we can point to, but taste is such a personal thing. It's very difficult to talk about. But there is, he's referring to an energy. What is an energy in wine? You know, pose the question to you, but start to
Well, energy is, when I've got, we are biodynamic producer. Being biodynamic means that you integrate the idea of energy. There won't be life on Earth without energy. I'll give you an example. For the most pragmatic ones, Wi-Fi, obviously. Wi-Fi is magnetic wave. You don't feel, you don't touch, you don't smell, but it's like your smartphone. You've got great detail here. This is energy. This is a good way to explain to the more pragmatic people. And energy is all around us. Just now, we're bombarded by energy. So as the vine in our vineyards. And our job is to accompany this and to take account of this influence of the energy to make our job. So at the end, as I said, when you taste it, the energy is shining in your mouth. It's vibrant. You can talk about texture, obviously, but there's something vibrant, like you've got life in your mouth and you feel it. And not only your mouth, but all your body. Feel it.
It's a beautiful wine. It's a beautiful wine. Does it have energy? Let me try. You see, I'm going to really focus really hard on energy. I feel it. I'm a hippie chick at heart. I feel it. Actually, I'm a 48-year-old hippie chick, and so Harold kindly brought in a 1970 of the exact same wine to open today to taste. And what struck me over lunch first was the nose is exactly the same as the 2014, which is amazing. It's almost 50 years old, and yet it's the toast nut, it's the cherry, it's the dark chocolate, and it's pronounced, it's evident. Anyway, it's a beautiful wine on the nose. Let's try it on the palate.
Santé.
That's crazy. It's crazy because it's still youthful, meaning it's got, I would give it another 10, 20, 30 years and it will still be tasting. And it's because there's still complication in the palate, there's still complexity, but the primary fruit is not wrong. And if you look at, I always like to look at the wine to see how dilute the rim is, how broad it is, and this is showing there's still a ton of life because there's still so much power left in it.
The acidity is the key element here. We've got where we sit, we're on the rooftop of Bordeaux, and there's a particular ground here, it's red clay. This red clay store the water, combined with the elevation where we are, produce huge acidity. Also with the help of the limestone, but also help with the acidity.
It's funny though, the acidity is in no way standing out. It's perfectly balanced. It isn't shrill, it isn't acerbic, it's still, and it's not even linear tasting. It's so beautifully balanced.
Well, the fermentation infusion I explained help with this, but there's another element also is we harvest ripe, and we tend to harvest overripe. We harvest by hand. When we start and when we finish, at the end it's overripe. So because we want to create these wines are, when they're young, pleasurable. That's another criteria for us. The wine needs to be good from the beginning, like a marriage. Like a marriage. It starts good, it finishes good. If it starts bad, then it will finish bad. So we work a lot on this overripe kind of aspect. That's also help with the harmony you talked about, the balance of everything.
Well, you can see it in both vintages. Absolutely, the 2014 is drinking very well right now. It is a pleasure to drink, and it's full, but it has clearly longevity. How was the 70 in terms of the vintage relative to the 14?
Well, 70 is one of the reference for the French gastronomy, and it's been for a long time.
Lucky me, I was born then.
That's a great year. a good example of 17. But 14 is one of that year who were under the radar. It's not a great year for Bordeaux. A lot of rain, but at the end in September, the weather, good weather came back, and we rescued the vintage in some way. But you know, I don't want to be arrogant here, but when you've got great terroir and good winemakers, you make great wines whatever year you have. Because you have an understanding of your ground, an understanding of your vines, of each element, and you know how to make good things from the raw material. That's the thing. What you can notice as well between these two wines is the identity remains. Because we haven't changed making our wine, we still make our wine the same way as our ancestors 200 years ago. Some things, little things have changed, but in general everything remains the same.
You can taste it, these two wines. These are the same wines.
Absolutely. And 70 will live for another, I don't know. We have wines that are 100 years old and still full of life.
Wow.
Acidity is a beauty. And make wine, young wines like 14, pleasurable, and old wine like 17, still full of life. Tension, mid-palate acidity you talked about.
Well, Saint-Emilion is a region obviously in France that focuses on Merlot. Merlot gets a little bit of a bad rap, but this is evidence that Merlot can make beautiful wines of pedigree and longevity.
Absolutely.
And are one of the most undervalued ones because this 2014 is hitting shelves in Ontario for $29.95, and in the US, what does it sell for?
$40.
$40 US.
Yes.
So, whoa, Ontario's getting a bargain.
Yeah, it's a big
No,
bargain.
too.
Canada is getting the best price in the world
When does it hit shelves in Ontario?
just because of a very long history and relationship we've got with the Montreal people.
Oh, we know Montreal people.
And then he moved to Ontario and the rest of Canada.
I see.
Come on, straight.
Well, it's a pleasure having some wines with you.
It's a pleasure to share my wine with you. Thank you.
So I'll give you a close-up of what this baby looks like. That's a 70. This is the 14.